Now, let's go. Oh, wow. I've been up here since what, Sunday? So I've had what, 5 days off from doing this? It goes to show you that number one, football season's over. Number two, I don't care about the NBA or the cause playoffs. All I heard was that Franklin choked last week. And three, oh, and three, which is most importantly, accelerated um, playoffs are tomorrow, which I don't care about. All right, let's get to it. Uh, we'll begin with Tom Brady, and you didn't hear his power move, which was a hell of a power move. It looks like Colonel Sanders, which is Mark Davis, has completely given him power to run the team. If you didn't hear what happened with the Antonio Pierce last week, Brady came into the board meeting and the Colonel, which is Mark Davis, asked him, what do you think about head coach? And Brady just said fire. Brady, with that 10%, has accomplished his dream in life to be the czar of a football organization. And now he is going to wave his power with the Raiders. I will guarantee you one thing. He will be on the phone with the Browns, the Giants, to trade up to get Shador Sanders. Why? You got no reason. Because Shador Sanders was trained by Tom Brady. Okay? Let's get that. So Brady accomplishes which 99.99% of professional athletes will overdo. It's him and Michael Jordan, Czar, and you could say Ozzie Newsome as the third man. Former great players in their collective sport. Jordan owned the team. Ozzie was the GM, had so much power with the Ravens, and delivered two Super Bowls. And Lamar Jackson, his last gift to the Ravens family. And now Tom Brady is the czar of the Las Vegas Raiders. And word is, after the Super Bowl, he will quit Fox, give them back their money, and who knows what happens with Fox? Who cares? We worry about Fox when the time comes. So Tom Brady, the complete czar of football operations of the Las Vegas Raiders. Good for him. Next, when concept creators don't cover sports and they make a big story about something that happens in everyday life in the corporate world, it makes them sound either they're lying through their teeth, especially if they work in the corporate world, or they just that damn stupid and don't understand that women sleep to get to the top. Hold that point. I'll be there in a second. Hold on. I'll be there in a second. Hold on. You cannot tell me that multiple women throughout corporate America don't sleep their way to the top. When you hear these women call themselves boss, you know what? Boss bees. You don't think a lot of those boss bees didn't sleep their way to become bosses? Are you kidding me? Now, some of them were entrepreneurs and didn't want to work for the man. God bless them. But a lot of these women, no matter what ethnic background they come from, they sleep their way to the top. You really believe that that doesn't happen? Or you're just stupid, or all you concept creators who are non-sports concept creators, you're all lying through your teeth if you don't think that goes on everyday life in corporate America. You're lying. And stop lying to your audience. Mom said happy Friday. Maybe message in here, or do you have one set up for later as I have one to make here for? Oh, I'm doing football tonight, man. I'm doing this platform right here in about 5 hours from now. So I'm doing Matt Lafleur tonight. We'll kill him later tonight. We'll talk about that game. Cotton Bowl, NHL game. And you want in together with that, or are you going with something tonight too? Yeah, I'm going with the Matt Lafleur and get ready to do Green Bay and Philly on Sunday. A lot of iron in that game on Sunday. Good to see you, Moss. Hope you had a good week. I know you're looking forward to your Premier League weekend and Champions League. Little Rock was in the building earlier. Good to see you, bud. But back to this Joy Taylor sleeping her way through the top, and she's proud of it. Look, you can look at a woman and tell by her eyes what's up with this bitch. Okay? And I could have told you guys, any woman that acts like she did for the years, let me make an analogy for you. Let's say you were a multimillionaire, you had your own business, right? You would think that you can get any woman on the snap of a finger. That is not the case. Because most women, if you are a self-made man, she's not effing with you because you're a nobody in her opinion. So what? You got millions in the bank. You're still a nobody. These men she was screwing to get her own show, they are somebody in the television industry, in the corporate world. They're somebody, and I'm glad that uh, love him or hate him, uh, Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley, who was at Fox, both knew all along that this stuff was going on, these orgies at the workplace. It happens all the time. This is white America. And you know what the white man, powerful white men, these things happen. Remember what Puffy said? I bring some of my boys, you bring some of your hoes, and we hook up. Well, this is what white, Asian, and Indian and Arab uh, CEOs do. Because women also are power hungry. They love power. They don't like a guy who's a nobody who's walking around worth $100 million and he don't own the company. Or he owns a company no one cares about. It happens. I mean, you're gonna get the best of the plain Jane everyday women, but you're not getting Joy Taylors of the world, Taylor Rooks of the world. If you didn't know Taylor Rooks, I don't know if she's still with him, but she was dating the old founder of Twitter before this guy Musk bought him out. Women only like men on valuable substance. Look at Serena Williams, the Reddit guy. It's her husband. Women like these type of women are not going with Mace Taggart, who's a multi-millionaire owning his own business and making money every day. That woman's not giving me the time of day. She'll tell me, that's nice, you got all that money, but you're nobody. You're not somebody. And that's the way a lot of these women like Joy Taylor thinks. And now give Joy Taylor credit. She slept her way to get her own TV show. She's proud to be the corporate hoe of America. And Fox right now, I don't know what they're doing, but like someone said, they probably got their best lawyers and to find out who are the whistleblowers and who is involved in all this. And they're going to fire all these people. And this is what happens when you're powerful men. I don't look at Acho as anything powerful. I look at him as some Nigerian ass con. That's how I look at Acho. But the reality is that, like I said, those type of women, Joy Taylors, they look down on the everyday guy, and they did what she did, and she's proud of it. She's ownership of it. Good for her. It's nice that we finally can put a face on women who sleep to get to the top, and she's the poster child now. You know, women like her, Malika Andrews with the divesting movement. These are the type of women that, again, they let you know that if you're not black, if you're black, don't even bother banging the door. Now, Taylor, she wanted to be with Acho. They showed a clip of Sam Acho praising Joy Taylor and the look Joy Taylor gave. So Joy Taylor, the poster child of corporate hoes in America. And if you don't think this goes on every day, you're out of your damn mind. This goes on in the corporate world 24 hours a day. Okay? It does. And these concept creators who are making this like it's a shock. Seriously? I'm a man who never ever be around the corporate folks. I know guys who work in corporate America, grew up with them. They retired very handsomely from corporate America. And the stories they tell, and these stories are crazy what was going on in Fox. And if you ever see the picture, Platinum Elite showed her one of his thumbnails. Skip Bayless. If this is the woman that you offered a 1.5 million to bang, Skip, no wonder why you get laughed at. But shout out to Joy Taylor for admitting and being proud for putting her name on it. But she is the poster child of corporate hold'em in America. Believe me, I would say about 80% of all corporate women in America sleep their way to that. Believe me. Next, Matt Lafleur. This game is fascinating. Uh, if you saw the end of the Bears games last Sunday, and I was watching it, and I just shook my head. Uh, how they choked it off to the Bears, and I said about that game that uh, poor clock management, too much Josh Jacobs, and after the game, there was a lot of finger pointing in the locker room. There was a lot of anger, and then Jordan Love to say, "Hey, this bullshit got to stop." And now you will see the clash of egos on Sunday. The Green Bay media, and I picked it up 2 weeks ago when they played at Minnesota. And a year ago this time, Jordan Love and the offense was the sensation of the week. And now we look at them and they're too much run oriented. And we're going to beat Philadelphia, which I see them no way in hell beating Philadelphia on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And that's the game we'll be doing up here on Sunday. Then Matt LaFleur, you're looking at right now, and I will destroy him later tonight on Straight Football. We'll go through all the games later tonight because I'm not on tomorrow. He will be on the proverbial hot seat next year. Matter of fact, I'll give you the coaches in order who will be on the proverbial hot seat. Number one, definitely, um, what's this idiot's name? Brian Dable's number one. Number two, It's Mike McDaniel in Miami, no doubt. Three is Matt Lafleur. If they lose this game badly on Sunday and losing to the Bears at home and going 1-5 in the division, that is not acceptable in Green Bay. And if Moss is listening, I remember Moss said to me a couple of weeks ago about the Miami fan base, which is the complete opposite of the Green Bay fan base. But in Miami, they think every year they're the best team. This is why the Dolphins are running it back, which I think is foolish. That they think they're the best team in the AFC. This is a joke. Well, they don't hold their team accountable for this. They let their dumbass owner lose the #1 draft pick, and the dumbass Dolphin community and many of the dumbass fans in Miami just sat back and said kumbaya and said everything is okay. Okay, in Green Bay, come Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever they're going to have the end of the season town hall, I'll guarantee that fan base, because they own the team, that committee will roast Matt Lafleur and say, if we don't see our $53 million quarterback act like a true quarterback next season, and if we're not in the Super Bowl a year from now, you're done. You're done. So you enjoy Josh Jacobs, okay, Matt Lafleur, and I'm gonna roast your ass later tonight. All right? Okay? You better be throwing that football 35 times on Sunday. I'm getting tired of Josh Jacobs' ass, by the way. So you should know who I support on that team. It ain't the damn team, man. I tell you that, it's not the goddamn defense. But. So LaFleur in the hot seat. Philadelphia, on the other hand, this is simple. Nick Sirianni loses this week or next week, he's done. Okay, that's the word in Philly. No one listens to Sirianni anyway. And we let the assistant coaches run the ball club. He's just a figurehead and a rah-rah clown. He loses this week, and I wouldn't bet against it, but he should beat Green Bay the way I think, by wiping the floor with the Packers. Take the over 45.5 if you're betting. He loses this week, he's done. Plain and simple. He's done. My picks are on the board, so you can see them. I picked it on Sunday night when I got the word. Notre Dame winning last night. I heard that old boy Franklin choked again. Where is Triple Black now, who got on Platinum Elite a couple weeks ago? Raven says, yes, we are throwing out of this show. Oh, you're falling out of the snow. Okay. Thanks, 305 and James. Raven, let me ask you a question. Is it true what I said when I just ripped Joy Taylor a couple of seconds ago, that about 70 to 80% of all women, no matter what ethnic background they come from, sneak their way to promotions in corporate America? Am I right about that, Raven? Let me know in the chat. So, Sirianni loses, he's out. All right, the Rams and Viking game is moved to Glendale. They'll be playing in the suburb of Phoenix, where the Cardinals play on Monday night. Viking fans going to try and make their way down to Arizona. I think the Ram fans, to get their minds away from the devastation of what's happened to Los Angeles, and our prayers are for the people in Southern California. And Los Angeles is burning down. Like Raven said, not in Texas. They don't play that shit. And in Texas, Raven, trust me, it happens all over the country. Okay, Raven, it happens. Okay, I cannot believe that people who work in corporate America don't believe this shit happens. I live in the corporate epicenter of the world here in New York City. And trust me, I used to eat with corporate guys. I grew up with corporate men who became corporate guys. They tell me stories all the time how these women operate. It happens, folks. And Joy Taylor, just to put a bow in that hole, she is the poster child and she is owning up on being the corporate help. Give her a lot of credit. That shit happens elsewhere, of course, of lack of controls. Okay. Thank you, Raven. At least we know he works in corporate America. But back to football. Uh, I love the Rams getting 2.5. I don't give a goddamn if this game is on the moon. Rams, Buccaneers are live to come out of the NFC. Live. That means if they come out of the NFC, both of them, one of them, they win the shot. To me, the NFC is more competitive than the AFC. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. As far as the Vikings go, Ziggy Wolf, who is the owner of the Vikings, wants to see playoff wins this year. That is sports. You know, my career spans several, and hell now we have controls. Okay, baby, I'm not knocking you or anything. I just know that it goes on living here in New York City. It goes on like crazy here. I can tell you a little something. There are certain Wall Street guys who run through women, black, white, whoever worships white men. They send emails to these women, bring your home girls down by the seaport. Like ESPN does their show every morning. I guess it's Get Up and what's the other one? First Take. They do it there from down there. And trust me, I'm not saying ESPN does this, but there is, well, according to Marcellus Riley, it goes down at ESPN the same way. They get some of the hottest women. I'm talking black, white. And all these white dudes do is run through them like this stuff. Like this stuff. And, I hate to say what I'm about to say right now. Let me see. Melina said, it's the Cotton Bowl today. Habs playing Capitals. I will cover Habs Capitals, but it's all football now, girl. This is America. And in America, the NFL is number one. The reason it's the most exciting sport in North America. It's the best gambling sport in America. And one more thing, why I can care less about the Cotton Bowl. I'll be watching the Habs tonight because I hate the NBA. The Cotton Bowl doesn't measure up to tomorrow, and especially on Sunday. Happy Friday to you, love. Love you too, mommy. Have a happy Friday. See you. I'll see you probably next week in Moss's room. If Moss got something going. Speaking of hockey, uh, I forgot who the Habs played tonight, but I'll tell you a game I'll be watching tonight will be Winnipeg playing tonight. I'll definitely be watching the Jets, and then tomorrow, Jets and Avalanche tomorrow night. So I'll be watching the Jets tonight, Montreal tonight. No Cotton Bowl up here. I expect Texas to beat Ohio State. I didn't watch who played last night. I think check. I saw some of the Leafs in Carolina. Uh, Speaking of Carolina, let me thank Fanatics who sent me a free gift, and it was uh, authentic uh, Andre Smirnoff jersey of the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm getting it all fixed up with parts unknown right now. I'll have it tomorrow, so I'll let you all see it on Sunday when I come on the air to do the football. Oh, hockey's going to be awesome. You got that right, sweetheart. Awesome. Hockey's awesome right now. Flames got a big 15 game span, where 11 of the 15's on the road. It's any time for them to tank, especially with Zari, the best young player, getting taken out on a cheap shot Tuesday night. Is now. Imagine getting taken out by another player and your mother is at the game. Because in hockey, they have the dad strips where you can go golfing, so that's usually in Arizona, but now that Arizona's not there, it's in Vegas and LA, and the moms go to places where they could shop, which would have been LA, but because of the fires, the Flames game was canceled Wednesday night, and Kanazari got his knee taken out, and I'm glad the Flames said there will be retribution next time they play the Ducks, which will be late in the year. So they'll go after that young player that took out Kanazari's knee. But you know, guys don't want to hear about hockey right now. I'll do hockey tomorrow. I'll do hockey tonight while talking about this clown in the thumbnail. Rams and Vikings. I love the Rams. It's a shame that they had to relocate this game. At least it's close by. But the players and the organization is more worried about their families, their children, and where they're going to live. Because Los Angeles is just about completely burnt out. And I'll talk about that on Monday night. I'm in the game Monday night up here. Buffalo, what you going to say about that? Uh, Buffalo and the Broncos. I love the Broncos getting 9. I put my bets in before uh, early in the week, and I'm going to read Ravens' comments in a second. Ravens said something else. I'm going to take the Broncos plus 9. I think this game is going to be a little closer than people think. It's like the NFL, like they tried to do 2 years ago, while they tried to make it a carpet drive for the Bills to get to the Super Bowl last time. I think the Ravens are good enough to beat the Steelers this tomorrow without Jay Flowers. But next week they should get Jay Flowers back, and they will go to Buffalo next week, and they will beat the Bills next Sunday. Okay. All right. Love the Broncos to cover this week, but Buffalo this weekend. Lamar Jackson should win tomorrow. Shouldn't be a sweat. And we'll get ready for them against Buffalo next week. And I expect Justin Herbert to win his first playoff game tomorrow. And Tony Manzano can celebrate that as shout out to Tony Manzano. You know, that 2020 draft, now that you look back in hindsight, you know, Big O could say what he wants. Joe Burrow, best quarterback in that draft, been to the Super Bowl. Tungler never won a playoff. And the way he's looking right now, I doubt if he's going to win a playoff game. That's dead ass. Justin Herbert, golden opportunity tomorrow to win a playoff. Jordan Love won a playoff game. And Jalen Hurts have been to a Super Bowl and got rocked. Neither here. So my point is, when you're talking about that 2020 draft, it's so cool. I have to be bad to keep warm. Okay. All right. The point I'm making here about this 2020 draft is that Burrow's the best. Tua is very suspect for injuries and other things. Love and Herbert are the safer picks. and Hurts is Hurts, if you know what that gets the point. So if you like any of these guys, you have the right to pick which one you like, and if any of them are not quarterbacking your team, and you look at the quarterback like we do in Miami as very suspect, you cannot be blamed for going with the guy you felt that the Dolphins, in this case, should have picked. So you had Tua, Herbert, Love, and Hurts. They went with Tua. That's why the Dolphins are up to one of the many reasons besides a goddamn dumbass owner and poor ownership and management. Then you throw in a quarterback that's very brittle and suspect. You get what you get. Wow. Guys like myself, Tony Manzano, we get what we get. Entertainment. Not crossing our fingers wondering when is this guy going to get hurt like they do in Miami. And at this time next year, we will have a field of clowning on the Dolphins no matter what they do. The most inept organization in the NFL, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, let me read Raven, and then we'll get back to the football. Now, the bitch that did just try was a new age young dummy. Her ass is out of the job now, and they have me the rest of her salary as a sorry F FOL. You see what else, Raven said? There's a wild card Amazon notification. There will always be Prime. Yeah, the Steelers game is on Prime tomorrow, by the way. Steelers Ravens Amazon Prime pregame at 7 o'clock. Salute Moss and Molina. Send me heat. You do know it's freezing in Ontario and here in New York City and in Saskatchewan, right? Raven? My Timberland whoop its arse this time. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so getting back to this 2020 draft. Burrow's the best. What a year he had this year. Love the idiot coach who we're going to roast in a few hours from now. It's just an idiot. And uh, Herbert now got a coach only threw 3 picks this year. And I'm betting big that he'll win his first playoff game on the road tomorrow. Love is love. I mean, you either love him or hate him. And by the way, I do not want to hear Shake Money, all these guys from the Dolphin community saying that Tua is better than Love and Tua is better than him. Until you win a playoff game, Dolphin community and Big O, I don't want to hear about that brutal ass quarterback that you have. Okay, I don't want to hear about him. All right, okay, okay. Back to back to like I was saying, and you look at the landscape of that draft. You reap what you sow. And right now, the Dolphins are reaping what they sowed. They made the wrong choice. I could have told those idiots that. Their second greatest player in their history, I think Warfield, their second greatest player, but you want to put Marino there, you can. Said pick Herbert. He reminds me of me. They totally ignored him, and that's why they are where they are. Imagine Herbert, Jordan Love with. I could care less about Jalen Waddle with Tyreek. Hey, by the way, speaking of Green Bay, speaking of the Chargers, since Hill went out, I'll be communicating with Chris Greer right now. Both of these teams are picking in the 20s. Give up that pick out of Tyreek and especially Green Bay because Watson's going to miss next year, and they're not going to resign him. You know what I'm saying? He's too good. You know, he tore up his knee. He's too good. I would give up a run for Tyreek as well. Houston Texans should be in that same category. This receiver draft sucks. I don't want to hear people say, well, this guy is good. These guys suck. These receivers. This is a trenches DB draft. Okay? Let's call it like this. All right? So, Dolphins, get rid of your headache. Okay? Take a number one and call it a day for Kyrie. Get him out of the organization. Because let's be real here, and this is another problem that quarterbacks like Tua and CJ Stroud have. These guys cannot figure out the cover two. You wonder why Tyreek Hill and Waddle disappeared? All teams do is perfectly cover two. In Tua's case, he doesn't have the arm strength. That's why Julian Smith had the big year, because he has to throw underneath. And Johnny Smith was always open. And Johnny Smith, I will argue, was the best tight end in football this year and was totally ignored by the program. Totally ignored. Dolphins had no players voted in the program. None. 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 Says a lot, doesn't it? Really says a lot. Okay? That 2018 draft, folks, Donald, Baker's my guy, Lamar, and Josh Allen. Pretty good draft group, isn't it? And then they're talking about this Jaden Daniels bullshit. Hey, look. Can we pump the brakes on Jaden Daniels, please? Remember last year, CJ Stroud, and now CJ Stroud cannot figure out the deep coverage. Okay? Can't figure it out. And it's common. Let's keep it real. At least Love, because Love got much better arm. CJ got great arm strength. Reminds me of Dan Marino. The accuracy, the flick of the wrist. That boy can throw a football 80 yards without a problem. Love can throw a football 80 yards without a problem. Herbert, 80 yards without a problem. Okay. All right. Speaking of which, I said this the other day, and I got to hop on it again. I was on Tuesday night. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So on Monday, T. Higgins is saying goodbye to his Bengal teammates because they're not going to bring them back. The money they saved, they're going to pay Chase, and they're going to get some defensive help, which is logical. Guys like Moss saying that they should bring back Higgins. No, you shouldn't. You know why? Because your owner blew it. You could have signed him 2 years ago for a cheaper price. And now Chase, who deserves what he's going to get, is going to get what he deserves, $40 million a year. But here's the moral of the story. On Monday, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are tight, LSU, and they're cleaning out their lockers. And they notice T. Higgins is saying goodbye to everybody. And then these two idiots together at the podium is saying, now, maybe I can restructure my deal with Joe Burrow to keep T. Higgins. And the idiot Chase, who to me was the reason why the Bengals got off to a horrible start, he was so selfish being me, even though for a me year, he should be the number one player this year in the NFL. They do their votes in the summertime, voted by the players. Him and Saquon, either way you want to put it, it's one of them. You can put Burrow up there and Lamar. Those four players was clearly the best football players this year. And I'll say Jared Goff is number 5. But again, let me finish what I'm saying. So these two idiots are thinking about T. Higgins when it's too late. It's like I said on Tuesday night. Was Joe Burrow thinking of T. Higgins 2 years ago when he signed his monster deal? Hell no. He was thinking about buying a new wardrobe so he could go out at night and party. Was Jamal Chase thinking that he was acting like a little bitch back in August about his contract situation? Show me the money, thinking about T. Higgins when he did I forgot what they call it, his holding. No, he wasn't. But now that they know Higgins is going to get big money in the open market, and that number 80 hasn't shown much. And the Bengals want to get to where they want to get to. He's going to have to step up. Or with your first pick, you have to take a receiver. Okay? Bengals usually draft well, so they'll be okay. Speaking of the Bengals, Jamal Chase, the war words with Travis Kelce, said that the Chiefs worked the loss on purpose because they didn't want to see the Bengals. I would agree with that. Kelsey saying, I'll play any effing body. I'm not scared of nobody. I think Kelsey isn't scared to play anybody. But I believe Chief Brass don't want to see the Bengals. Well, I got news for the Chiefs. By the time they play next Saturday or Sunday, it will be 3.5 weeks since they played a serious game, which will be Christmas Day. Time flies fast. It was like Christmas was an hour ago, and I was doing the two games up. The Chiefs are going to be very rusty, and the Chargers win that game. They know how to play the Chiefs. Herbert has beaten uh, Mahomes before. They're not going to be afraid to go to Kansas City. And if I'm the Chiefs, I'll be very leery of the Chargers. I don't see no upsets. I don't see the Steelers beating the Ravens, and I think the Broncos will give the Bills a run. As you see up here in my picks, I got Notre Dame right. I believe. I don't know the score of that game. I wasn't even thinking about college football. I still don't care. These are my top 6 coaches on the hot seat going into. Oh, well, the coaches on the hot seat. Let me do this. Oh. Bills' new stadium will be ready in 2026. Dolphins have fired their special teams coach, Danny Crossman, and wide receivers coach and pass game specialist, Wes Welker. So, Mike McDaniel, to keep his job, is firing coaches. I don't know why the wide receivers coach is getting fired unless he didn't like him personally, because that number 83 for the Dolphins are pretty damn good, but they found a slot receiver. Okay. If McDermott loses this week or next week, he will be joining Matt Lafleur on the proverbial hot seat next season. The Bills have put out the new stadium's going to look like in Buffalo. All right, coaches on the hot seat next season. All right, Deshaun Watson just came across the wire towards Achilles tendon. He's done. Take your money and go. Just do that. Just take your money and go. All right, next year's coaches in the hot seat. Number one, Brian Dable. Number two, I'm gonna go Dable one, two. I'm looking around because I had a good list. I'm gonna say Mike McDaniel, Miami's number two. Three, I'm going Lafleur and McDermott together 3 and 4 if they don't go far in these playoffs. Green Bay, Buffalo have no excuses. Buffalo lose to the Ravens next week. That'll be 3 years in a row they lose at home. And I think they'll lose to the Ravens next week. They should have everybody healthy, the Ravens. McDermott's going to be on a major hot seat. 3 playoff losses in a row at home. He'll be on a major hot seat. 4, no, that is 4. 5, uh, just looking around, scoping around. I'm surprised Kevin Stefanski is still there right now. 6 will be the Bengals coach. If they miss another year of the playoffs, he'll be there. That's why he had to fire his defense and offense coordinator to keep his job. Seven, if there is a 7, I'm gonna go Tennessee's coach will be 7. So those are your 7 guys right there. Those are your 7 coaches who will be on the hot seat. Especially if Buffalo loses one of these 2 games at home again, he will be on the proverbial hot seat like Matt LaFleur. And next year for both of them, it's Super Bowl bust for both of them. LaFleur and Sean McDermott, if he loses one of these 2 games. And if he loses on Sunday, oh God, good God. And Josh Allen is going to hear it over and over and over again about how he can't get it done. 3 home losses in a row. And I get the feeling Baltimore is going to beat them this week. It ain't Josh Allen's fault. Just things happen. Buffalo's been a cursed franchise since 1965. The last time they won a championship in Buffalo. Roll AFL. So, all right, these are the all-pro teams which have been announced. This is fascinating. I wonder who the quarterback is. It's going to tell you a lot. Well. For all the Josh Allen, and this is no Josh Allen talk. For all the Josh Allen hoopla by the white, remember what I'm saying, the white man's media and the divesting and coon media. These are voted the 2 best players in football, and people dog Matt Ryan, and I'm a big Matt Ryan fan because it has to go back to the Dolphins picking. I bet you know outside of Miami who this player was picking um, Jake Long, an offensive tackle, only played 6 years over Matt Ryan. All right, let's go with the All-Pro teams. Quarterback Lamar, running back Saquon, fullback Ricard of the Ravens, Brock Bowers Look at that rookie. Brock Bowers is your tight end. Jamar Chase, of course, Justin Jefferson, Andre Ross, and Brown. Are you kidding me? Is your receivers. First two I can see. Amon Ross St. Brown, right? Did he play all year? I don't know. I didn't follow Detroit like that. Worse, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Quinn Miners, and Panay Sewell. Who else would be on the offensive line? Or you Jay Waddle fans telling me some bullshit trajectory of the brittle Alabama receiver. I told you guys, Alabama receivers are always brittle. I said that announced it before spring ago and I went off on the Dolphins. When Waddle's healthy, he produces, but he's not all pro. Dolphin community. That community is so full of shit stuff. Okay? Let's look at the defensive all pros. Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrickson, Cameron Hayward, Chris Jones. Yeah, that makes sense. Zach Jack Vaughn, Fred Warren, Roquan Smith, and Patrick Surtain, Darryl Stingley, Marlon Humphrey, and Kirby Joseph is your secondary, and Xavier McKinney is your nickel. Okay, I got no arguments about the All-Pro team, not one. They did a great job picking the All-Pros this year. I know you Josh Allen lovers are pissed off, and usually, let me tell you this, when the quarterback is the All-Pro, when the first two players are the All-Pro, usually that's who the vote, because the MVP votes are already in. That's who wins the MVP. And you can throw Josh Allen in there. It's going to be those three for the MVP. And I think 41-4, and Saquon would have beaten Dickerson's record easily. But Nick Sirianni is a dumbass, and that's why if Nick loses Sunday to Green Bay, he's done. He's done. Enough is enough in Philadelphia if he loses to Green Bay. But they did a hell of a job picking these All-Pro players. Now, one complaint for me, I don't know who the kicker is or the punter. I don't know who is Joe Burrow. If there's a second team All-Pro, I don't know who it is. Not one Bills player made it to the All-Pro team. Well, Buffalo fan, did your quarterback have a better year than Josh Allen, than Lamar Jackson, or Joe Burrow, or Jared Goff, or Baker Mayfield? Ask yourself that. And again, this is not Josh Allen bashing, because I really love Josh Allen. I'm a Josh Allen supporter. But facts are facts, stats are stats. Josh was phenomenal this year, folks. He did it all. And if he does steal the MVP from Lamar, that's what the white media and the Boule and Coon media will make the point at. But if Lamar Jackson wins this MVP, he will join the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, to win 3 MVPs. Rodgers has won 4. I believe Brady, Manning, and Favre has won 3. Rodgers has won 4, and I believe Manning has won 5. So Peyton Manning has won 5. So he wins 3. He's in an elite company. Not only elite company, he is an automatic Hall of Fame. If he wins the MVP, he could stop his career right now. To be honest. Speaking of that, let me talk about Ryan Clark's boule ass. Okay, last week Ryan Clark made a point talking about it's very important for Lamar Jackson to win the MVP because he is a true. He didn't say these words, but he was alluding to it. He was a true Negro. He'll be the first true Negro to win an MVP. So what did that say about Patrick Mahomes? What did that say about Steve McMahon? Okay, that. Oh, I got it wrong. My bad. Let me rephrase what he said. My bad. I admit when I'm wrong. He said it's very important for Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl. So what did that mean for Doug Williams? What did that mean for Russell Wilson? What did that mean for Patrick Mahomes? What did that say about that? See, it's dumb Negroes like Ryan Clark, and I'm glad Aaron Rodgers obliterated his black ass a couple of weeks ago. Okay, to me, if Lamar Jackson wins the Super Bowl, you know what I would say about that? If he wins the MVP and wins the Super Bowl, his career is complete. He did what he had to do, and he did it. And as crazy as may sound, 7 years. Mahomes did it in a second, win the Super Bowl. I think sometimes best said it's quiet. I can be a towel, a pom pom waver for Lamar and say, "Come on, nigga, win the Super Bowl." No, I'm the type of sports fan that I like to see things and they up and up. That's what the NBA is dying right now because we have too many casual fans who are whining and crying that there's no super team. Well, if the Lakers got 40 million under the cap, wait to June, give that money to De'Aaron Fox, and you'll have your super team next year. Then you all can shut up and go to hell. That's why the NBA is not done up here. I was going to do a game last week, but I was just too tired. I was going to do the Celtics and Nuggets, but I said, nah. I've been watching my Blazers, though. I ain't going to lie to you. And they've been entertaining. And I love the talent on the team. So much so, but the next time I come on the air, I am expecting a Donovan Clingan jersey to keep coming in at the authentic case. Only 6 teams, let me tell you something. Only 6 teams in the NBA sell authentic jerseys to their fans. Can you believe that? 6. And you cannot get authentic jerseys no more for the NBA store. They don't sell them. I think that's very acid. I think I'm gonna look at the Nike store to see if they sell it. I'm pretty sure they do at Nike. But you only get your favorite player. So in Portland, like Snoop Henderson, you couldn't pay me to get a Snoop Henderson jersey. Huh, right? But my point is the NBA is really rough. But you can't even get authentic jerseys. How crazy is that? The Raptors won't even let you make one up. The Blazers, you can pick anybody or make one up, and you get all 4 jerseys for them. The home, the away, the red alternate, the black alternate that says Rip City, and the old Rip City they still have available. Now I'm gonna do a nice collection this summer getting my boys' jerseys. They'll see me wearing it live this summer. Food for thought. Because I am a jersey connoisseur. I've been buying hockey jerseys like crazy since October. And I've been showing my wares up here. Let good people see. And when I get the jersey I really want, I'm gonna start doing unboxing. Let you guys see what I do. So let me get ready to wrap this up. I got 5 minutes to go. I'll end it again for the NFL. I'll be back tonight at 7:35 Eastern. Um, to wrap this bad boy up. So we got these games tomorrow. Lamar Jackson wins. All-Pro quarterback Saquon, the running back, and the three receivers are Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. Offensive, everything they picked, in my opinion, was good picks. Was very good. I don't know who's second or third team. I get the feeling Joe Burrow will be second team with his numbers, and then Josh Allen third team. I know a lot of people are saying, I was reading some of the comments on X saying, what the hell happened to Josh Allen? Well, he didn't throw over 40 touchdowns. He's only thrown 28 touchdowns this year. And this is no Josh Allen bashing, because I love Josh. This is reality. And the star child, again, first team All-Pro quarterback. Congratulations for him. So, congratulations to Lamar. And let's see what Baltimore do. I got them winning next week in Buffalo. I think, and now we got a motivated Josh Allen that he didn't win first team All-Pro quarterback in the league. He's going to be motivated. So that should be a good game up next weekend in Orchard Park in Buffalo. It should be a good. I don't give the Steelers no chance, only because Russ looks old. That's all. I love the Rams getting 2.5. I can't believe the Rams are underdog this week. This is the same Rams team that ripped Minnesota's ass, ripped their ass back in week 10 on a Thursday night. Okay. And now the Rams offense is completely healthy. Gems, what's up, family? Yo, that's right. We'll do an NBA game next week, Jim. I'll pick a game to do next week, me and you, okay? Thank you, family. I love you. You know that. So, we'll do an NBA game next week. I'll pick it. I'll be back on tonight, Jim. 25 to 6 your time, since he lives out in the desert in Arizona. So I want to thank the guys in the clouds. I want to thank the people who hit me up on Cash App. I want to thank Raven, Melina, the Sasky Spooner, this is Moss, Lil Rock, and Jims for thinking so highly of his boy Knicks. That's why me and him be doing the NBA next week. It's the New Year's, a dead week now, but football is every Saturday or Sunday until the Super Bowl, so we might as well start limiting games. I'll be up tonight. Winnipeg is playing who? Let me see. So Winnipeg got Colorado tomorrow night. Got the Kings tonight and Colorado tomorrow night. Both games in Manitoba and Winnipeg. Vancouver is at Carolina. That should be a good game. Montreal's at Washington. I'll be keeping an eye on that one. Those are the 3 games in the night in NHL. So your boy Mace is out. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Well, I say tomorrow. We'll see you later tonight, you guys. Thanks for coming. Get home safely from the Oasis. Winnipeg game is going to be good today. Yeah, you're right about that, man. Gems, I'll hit you up in the chat. All right.